Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving straight into a fascinating and highly specific blueprint drawn from our source material regarding a proposed shift toward infinite cosmic power sources. We're looking at a document that outlines a completely new paradigm for how human civilization could be powered, detailing a massive event known as the 2035 Ascension. It's a text filled with extraterrestrial engineering, biological upgrades, and a total overhaul of global infrastructure. So whether you're already deeply familiar with this specific lore or just curious about how these intricate narratives are constructed, we're going to break it all down step by step. Let's get into it.
Here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at 2035 energy independence. Then, we'll need Daren, the quantum architect. After that, we'll explore the activation of ground star seeds. And finally, we'll wrap up with the 2035 global ignition.
All right, Section 1. 2035 energy independence and the shift to self-sufficiency.
So, the text describes an absolutely massive paradigm shift. Right now, we completely rely on these huge, highly vulnerable external energy distribution networks, right? Well, the new Earth model flips that entirely. It proposes a world completely reliant on actual, localized power sources. We're not just talking about, slightly better batteries or upgrading your solar panels. This is a state of total, localized self-sufficiency, where the whole concept of a distribution grid basically just vanishes.
Now, to make this massive leap a reality, the source introduces a pretty fascinating figure. This transition isn't framed as just some natural tech evolution here on Earth. Instead, it's an initiative spearheaded by a Pleiades free energy system developer. And what's really interesting here is that this developer is introduced as a member of a specific group called the 108 Commanders. So it places this entire energy shift right inside a highly organized cosmic hierarchy.
Moving right along to Section 2, Daren, the quantum architect, and designing the new era.
Okay, the way the source defines this new technology is just wild. We are looking at the concept of a quantum generator. According to the text, these are ultra-high-efficiency devices designed to literally pull abstract spatial energy straight down and condense it into usable physical power. Think about that for a second. It's proposing a technology that completely skips over the combustion or kinetic phases we rely on today, grabbing power directly from the fabric of space itself. And the mastermind behind all of this? That would be Daren. The text sets Daren up as the ultimate architect of this new era. He's described as a genius manufacturer from the Pleiades. But he isn't just sitting behind a desk. He's positioned as the ultimate engine designer, personally overseeing the development of every single one of these high-efficiency cosmic generators. He's the master engineer turning that abstract spatial energy into a practical, everyday reality. Which brings us to Section 3, activating ground star seeds, also known as the micro-application. So according to the lore, Daren's team isn't just out there building giant cosmic power plants. They are actively installing what the text calls energetic micro-receiver cores. And where they're putting them is really the fascinating part. These nodes are apparently being embedded directly inside the biological chakra systems of specific individuals called ground leaders, or star seeds. It's literally the merging of cosmic technology with human biology on a pure energetic level. Now, what does that actually mean for these leaders? Well, these abstract cosmic upgrades translate into some highly tangible, everyday benefits. The source points out that Daren's biological boosts result in lightning speed processing of complex strategic tasks and, get this, the ability to effortlessly crush a 5-kilometer morning walk. It's such a unique juxtaposition, right? You're being prepped for this vast intergalactic energy ascension, but they're also making absolutely sure you've got the physical stamina for your morning cardio. That sets the stage for Section 4, the 2035 global ignition, or the macro application. The text maps out a very precise sequence of events here. We're supposedly currently in the first phase right now, with the embedding of those micro-receiver cores into individuals. But the critical turning point, the big one, is firmly set for April 2035. This is marked as the transition, which features a simultaneous worldwide ignition of Daren's quantum energy cores. And from that exact moment onward, the timeline shifts into a post-ignition phase, giving us a fully self-sustaining global society. When these quantum energy cores finally ignite, the text gets very specific about what gets upgraded. Essentially, all of our major societal infrastructures will instantly generate their own power. We're talking transport systems, entire city grids, and advanced medbeds all flipping to a fully self-sustaining status. In this scenario, our entire reliance on traditional localized utility grids is just totally wiped out. So what's the ultimate promise laid out in all this? It is a dramatically transformed human civilization. The outcome of that April 2035 ignition is a world completely free of fuel and literally free of cost when it comes to energy. And the narrative places the credit for materializing this reality squarely in Daren's hands, really emphasizing this extraterrestrial architect's role in fundamentally rewriting the human experience.
We'll wrap up the explainer with this really powerful directive quoted directly from Daren. He says, "We have prepared a new engine for your very existence. Shed the fear of depletion and activate your inner infinite power now." That really frames the entire blueprint as way more than just a logistical infrastructure upgrade, doesn't it? It's presented as a profound existential awakening, basically urging humanity to let go of the psychological burden of scarcity.
It is an incredibly fascinating concept to reflect on, and it leaves us with a pretty massive question. If a civilization were offered an engine for true infinite energy, how would that fundamentally rewrite what it means to be human? How would the absolute end of scarcity completely redefine our potential?